Hello everybody, welcome here or welcome back. I am actually listening to the Karen Reed trial recap um, by Runkle of the Bailey. And I'm trying not to be distracted by that while I still hear that and do this. Now, I did finally pick up the Olay Super Serum. Fortunately, it was on sale. I saw it on the last day of the sale, and there was none on the shelf. And I thought, oh man, isn't that just the way? And so I asked a worker, because it's always nice to go up and politely ask. And she came over and she scanned the code and said, oh, we have some in the back. Would you like me to go and get you some? And I said, yes, please. And I am trying to figure out now how I'm going to get into this. They really like to seal things, because you're not gonna tamper with this, get into it, and then be able to put it back in any fashion. That is for sure. And I don't know what that is. Does it show what that is? I think that's just the label, Shoppers Drug Mart, to keep you from stealing it. I think that's probably a scanner thing or whatever. I don't know. I'm not accustomed to making particularly pricey purchases at a drugstore that way. And I would like to know how I'm going to problem solve this without getting up and running around. I have some nail clippers right here. Let's see, will they work? Most of this delay I'll be cutting out anyways. Okay, so I got into it. So that did work, yes. Now, interesting that there's a whole extra section in here with nothing in it that's just designed to be that. And it's like, I guess it would be very, very small writing if the package was smaller, right? That's got to be the reason. It couldn't possibly be to make you think that there's more in it than there is, so that when you open it and you see this, I thought, see, there should be like a little trial of, because when I went and bought this, I did not realize there's a night serum 5-in-1. They almost look the same, except for it will say night on it. And I'm more of a day serum kind of person. But this would be a prime opportunity in these packages to put a little sample of the other. And then you could try them sort of together. And you may want to purchase the other thing by including that little thing in here. Just a thought. I don't know why that's not done. But it's kind of it's a hefty package because it's all nice and glass. And it's got a little bit of a pearlescent quality to it, which is kind of nice. So, I am all cleansed. Thought I'm going to give this a good shot. Do not knock that over. And I'm just going to use it the same way I do my serum. Oh, it feels nice too. It feels a little different than the hydrating serum, but I think in a more, I can feel it. Excuse me. I'm trying to use more or less the same amount that I've used for the other, so that way I can compare it to what I already do. It has a hint of a scent, whereas the Hydrance Boost really doesn't smell like anything. But it's really subtle, and it's not unpleasant. Well, that's what I'm going to use for today. It feels different. It feels more cooling in a different way. I really wish I could explain this better. Yeah, like with the Hydrance Boost, it feels very slippery. This goes on like it feels dry already. Like I don't feel moisturized specifically. It did when I went on. Now it feels almost tighter, almost like a toner. Like that's what it feels like an astringent almost on there after the fact. I wonder if that's because it's like 5-in-1, so it does all these different things. I don't know enough. I'm not a scientist. And I could read up or they could tell it, but it'd be like, okay, you're just advertising. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not a scientist. I go by what I feel and experience, and if that aligns with what the literature says on things, then I can pretty much trust those things together. And then everything else is pieces of the puzzle that I'm trying to solidify into place. So, I am going to throw in a little eyebrow. I have a little bit more eyebrow to start with today because I will be doing more Viking stuff, so I have to kind of stay somewhat in between those two things. Yeah. It's a little thick. I was trying to do something a little thicker, and as usual, overdone. I have enough trouble with these things, and when I try to experiment on a different shape, a different look, and then I end up with, oh, what the heck is that? I've got like big, gosh knows what on my face. They are there, as I always say. And it's a process. By the time I'm done, hopefully it will look like something adequate. Because it's been a little bit, but I thought a few days ago when all the Dharma stuff was going on, I was thinking going, well, can Dharma inspire makeup? And it's like, oh, she's just various forms of gray. She was like a charcoal gray and a in between lighter gray and then like a frosty whitey gray. So I thought, okay, let's see what I can do with sort of gray or like black, gray, silver. Very typical, not specifically unique as a color palette. She has very curly some hair, but I don't think I can do anything with that as an inspiration. So I will take my Where did I put it? Where did I put it? That's where I put it. So I'm going to take my Quo Beauty and do I do black base? Yes. If I'm going to do that, that has to be black base. So, boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, I'm going to try putting it on with a sponge because I found a few things that I had sort of misplaced. And I was looking for them and think I could find them anywhere? No. So I kind of just gave up looking and just made do with what's around here. And then quite unexpectedly, it was like, oh, there's that box of things that I've been looking for. So this is one of the things in that box of things. So I'm just going to take, because I normally put this on with my fingers, but I'm going to see about a sponge. So I'm just going to put some of the sponge in. Apply it to the eye. And then I'll just keep this as my dedicated black sponge. I think I changed shape. Now, is that because I'm using the same hand for both eyes? Now, if I was using this hand for this eye, I might match that shape better. Okay. Oh, I'm going down too far on the outside. Now, as a tool, I need to get used to using a sponge for this. Oh man, like that really cranks up the Uncle Fester, doesn't it? Oh my God, it's going to be a glamorous Uncle Fester look today. I can just see it. That's okay. Glamorous Uncle Fester, isn't it? Actually, right now we're not even at the glamorous, we're just at Uncle Fester. Okay, saving the black sponge for black. And now, what if I were just to put the glitter onto that? Let's see. Yeah, so this would be my like lavender glitter. This is technically the black glitter hollow, so I think that's what I'm going to use, and we're going to call that silver because the hollow is very silvery. But I think I need something for this to adhere to, because I think by the time I put the sponge thing there, that's kind of dry. So I'm gonna take my quo and I'm gonna put that on. Let's see. And what do I want to put that on with? No, I don't want to use that brush for that. What brush am I going to use for that? And we're going to see if that helps the loose glitter adhere to my eyelids. Okay, definitely helps it adhere. Still, my biggest problem is the lighting difference on both sides of my face. So where's my fluffy brush? Fluffy brush, there's my fluffy brush. I haven't put the white underneath the brow yet because I thought I can use that to help clean up any kind of disasters I might make. Or at least in theory, that will help, I think. Now, of course, I'm gonna have to go in with something from here. Now, what would be a Dharma inspired color choice? Because I don't really have anything in this in gray or silver. I've got black, and so that sort of gray is kind of already covered in there. first time. I can't see. Does it show? Does it show? Where's the camera? Where's the camera? What am I holding this to? What am I holding this to? Whatever that color said, it's what I'm using. Oh, and it still has the cap on it. So, oh, and it's still on there. So, yes, it is very, I don't know if I can show this. I don't want it to, see, it doesn't really show. It's very sparkly. Oh, it's almost like little golden dust. And sort of like a white, creamy sheen. Oh. So whatever this color is, it's in there. So let's see what a fluffy brush can do with this. Kind of clashes with the silver, but that's okay. I don't mind things that clash. It just creates contrast. Now, I need something. See, here was my original BB cream, and I find it is more of a, like almost like an oily consistency. Still works with the makeup and everything else, but it is very different on the skin. And then, of course, I switched to my Rimmel BB cream 9-in-1, and I like this so much better. And that's the one that I've been, and I cut the tube out and I stuffed my finger in and everything else. This is my replacement that I couldn't be bothered getting up for. And then when I did get up for it, couldn't find it. And yeah, so here we are, found it, back on track. But I'm not going to open this yet. I'm going to put it where it goes. So I will be able to use it. But I'm going to use this because it still needs to be used up. See, it's thicker. It's thicker than the other BB cream. I'm going to take, since I can, a clean sponge. All these extra things that make it harder for me to get into the packages. This has a slight pinkish undertone, I find, which my skin kind of naturally has. So it kind of doesn't create any kind of problem. But I don't like anything about this as much as I like the Rimmel. It's just, after having tried this and the other, and those really are the only two BB creams I've tried. Right, like this does leave a more, like if you like, what's the word they use for when you're shinier? Dewy. Yes, if you like a more dewy finish, then I think this works for that. So I'm like really quiet in all these places because I'm out of practice and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I don't want to do the same old, but at the same time, my skills are limited and the products I have, though abundant, are still limited as far as trying varieties of things. But this is somewhat different, but it's not, but it is, but it's not, but it is. Okay, so I'm going to put that sponge down with that other sponge. And I'm doing something inspired by Dharma. Let's see. What have I got in here that I can just kind of do something different with? Oh, speak to me, Dharma. Speak to me. Help me find a contour. So I need something matte. What is matte? And deeper. It's got a hint of a purpley tone to it. So that's what I thought I would do there. Any on here that I can just use a little bit at the back here just to be consistent and clean the brush at the same time. The neat thing about white hair is whatever you put on it takes that color. Lighter. Just powder. Why not? figure out what to put on the lips. I don't have a lot of options. I don't want to do black. And I try to keep it inside my lip and not out here, just to see what difference that makes. Don't hate it, but my lips are my lips. Now, again, that means I'm gonna find a powder to put on my lips. Yeah. I just grab this color, whatever it is. It has a different kind of bottom. I don't know. Is that legible? Sparkly. So this is the end result of today's inspiration. Dharma, I'm sorry, wherever you are. Fortunately, you've been blind for a long time, so I don't think this is going to be any different. But it is See, there's things about it I like, and there's things about it I don't like. But that's the whole purpose of doing experimental learning things. Some of the color choices weren't what I thought they were going to be, but I don't hate them together. But it's not what I was going for in those areas. But all things considered, I'm going to call it a success because it's been a while. And until the next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.